Hello and welcome to the Scholastic Literacy Pro tutorial for students and parents. In this tutorial, you will find how to use Scholastic Literacy Pro to best meet the needs of your child. I have the Scholastic Student Experience file open if you would like to follow along as well. And in the meantime, here we go. So the first thing we need to do is once we're on Clever is find the Scholastic application. So you'll go to Scholastic and you can find it through the search bar or your child may have it favorited. If not, they can do so at any time. So you'll click on this button right here, which will then take you to Scholastic Digital Manager. Scholastic Literacy Pro is the button that you're going to press. And right away, it opens up to the Explore page. So hold on there because we are going to go to our profile. So let's click this little guy right here, our profile. Your student can customize it so they can choose their icon and select their interests if they have not already. If they would like to change their interests at any time, they will click this pencil button next to your interests. And they can either add or take away any interests that they have at a given moment. So the next part, which is the most important, is to set a goal. So our goals can be set by pressing Change Goals. You will need to figure out with your child what you think is an appropriate goal. I would suggest doing 5 days for 20 minutes per day. And if you think that 4 for 30 minutes per day is more appropriate, or however many that you choose for your child, go ahead and feel free to set those goals. The next thing that you're going to do is go back to this Explore section. So we're going to start back at the top. And in the Explore section, it's going to have the total amount of minutes read for the week. So far the student doesn't have any, but we can see that this is where it would be. It will also probably show you the book that they were most recently reading. So it'll say jump back in. You can also see some books that they might enjoy that will capture their attention. So going through there to just explore some books that they might want to read or have interest in. The next section that we'll look at is the My Books section. When they go to the My Books section, it'll still say what they're currently reading, but it will only show the books that they currently have or have read. So you'll see that this toggle right now is set to ebooks and paperbacks, which they can log paperback books that they've read that are Scholastic books. But for right now, we'll just look at ebooks since we're doing this virtually. When you see My Books, you will be able to click on it to see a little bit more about it. So this child is reading a guided reading level book that is at S, and the Lexile measure is 610. Only you will know what your child has for their guided reading level or the appropriate Lexile measure. If you're not sure about either one, then please ask your child's teacher and he or she will be more than happy to tell you. But you can also see if this book is at your child's level because it will have a check mark. So at your child's level, it means that it is on grade level and it is appropriate for their reading ability based on what they got on the Scholastic Literacy Pro placement test. So this book is on this child's level, which can be seen through this white check mark here. I am not talking about this orange check mark. I am only talking about this white check mark. You will also know if a quiz accompanies the book because it will have this little light bulb looking icon, and that's a Think More quiz. So at the time that your child finishes the book, it's an excellent resource for practicing comprehension skills and test taking skills because it goes through usually about 10 comprehension skills. All right, so that's the My Book section. So let's say I'm ready for a new book and I am not really seeing what I want in the Explore section. I'll go to this Search section. So maybe I'll start with animals. I'm interested in animals right now. I can look at ebooks and paperbacks, but the ebooks are the ones that are online. So I'm just going to toggle that way. Some of these books might be below grade level. So let's say here, this is a Lexile, a guided reading level P. All right, so I am not going to start with that. I am going to select this checkmark book that says my level. So all of the books that your child will now see once they select my level are going to be on their level. So you can see that this one starts at guided reading level R and the Lexile is 680. So this is a much better use of the program, is to filter by my level. If you really want your child to be able to hear the book, you can also filter for them to have audio. So all of these books provide audio, and if you want them to have a quiz, you can press the Think More. Also, if you want your child to be reading in Spanish, then there is an option to put it in Espanol. All right, so that is the search section. You can also sort it by different options such as level high to low, level low to high, etc. All right, so now let's go to the section under your profile where you might want to add a book that is not in the program. So let's say I want to do Dogman. I'm just selecting Dogman because I know it's one that a lot of kids read. So Dogman, I could add it and I could put the date and the minutes read and it will also add it. So the reason why the student might want to add it is because they're trying to collect little bits which let them get medals, and in order to collect it they would need more reading minutes. And other than that, that is a general overview of Scholastic Literacy Pro. I hope that helps and enjoy reading.